Volkswagen started their India 2.0 project with a slew of SUV launches last year. However, for this year, Volkswagen is coming back to their roots of sedan segment. Hello and welcome to Drive Spark. This is Bharadwaj and that is the Volkswagen Virtus. Let's get started and see how this sedan drives and what are its features. Starting off with the features on the front of the Volkswagen Virtus, you get a LED headlamp which houses a projector unit, and also for the indicators you get a LED unit, and also for the DRLs you get an LED unit as well. With that you get a GT badge. Now this is a GT line. You also get two variants on this car, that's Dynamic and GT line. This is a GT line. And also the lower part of the bumper houses the cornering lamps and the fog lamps, which are halogen units. So from the side, Volkswagen Virtus looks absolutely amazing. You can see the roofline actually dipping down at the rear, which gives it a notchback design. Rear design of the Volkswagen Virtus, you get a typical design here as well. You can see a lot of German design influence here. First of all, you start with the wraparound tail lamps, which is smoked and has black accents to it. You can see a lot of creases and lines that gives it a muscular look. Other design features on the rear will include the Virtus badge that are spread out, and also you get a GT badge. There are no body claddings on this car, which makes it look very good. You get a Volkswagen logo. Now this is not a boot release, this is just a logo. Now speaking of the features on the side of the car, you get a brushed aluminium finish on the near the window line, and also you get blacked out pillars on the car, and also you get a little bit of chrome treatment on the door handles. Chrome line on the bumper, and you get to see the rear parking sensors as well. And also coming back to the wheels, it absolutely looks fantastic. One is because of the design. Second is the red calipers that are present on the front wheels. And speaking of the tires, you get a 205/55 R16 profile. Now speaking of the boot space, you have several ways to release it. One, you have it on the key fob, and second, you have a request sensor here. When you have the key in your pocket, you can just come here and open it. Now boot is light, it is not too heavy. Now this sedan features a 521 liters of boot space, and what you can see here is the opening of the boot space is too wide. You can see a luggage which is standing up, and still you'll be able to close the boot. Also, this can take a lot of luggage. I think 4 to 5 people who are traveling on this sedan will have no issues getting all their clothes and also their knickknacks fit in this boot. And now we are sitting on the driver's seat of the Volkswagen Virtus, and here when you enter the cabin, you can see that it is very well laid out, and also the dashboard looks very seamless. Talking about the design, you get a very funky and modern mix of design here, because the ivory color that is being used on the bottom of the dashboard and also on the door panels look and give you a little bit of premium look. However, on the dashboard, if you see that you get a red accent on the dashboard, and also on the door panels you get a red accent as well. This gives it a very funky look. For the sedan model, rear seat comfort is always important. That's the most important thing apart from the boot space on the sedan. And right here from the Volkswagen Virtus, you can see that there is a lot of knee room, and also there is a lot of leg room which I can tuck in below the driver's seat. I get a adjustable headrest as well for all 3 passengers here, and you get a center armrest with cup holders here. Let me come to the steering wheel. So steering wheel, you get a flat bottom design, and also it is very chunky, and you get a lot of buttons on both sides of the steering wheel. As far as the under thigh support goes on the seat, I think it could have been a little better, but seats themselves are very comfortable to sit in, and you can definitely do long journeys on these seats. With that, let me come to the instrument cluster and infotainment system. Starting with the infotainment system, you get wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and you get an 8-speaker system from Volkswagen. It sounds really beautiful. Coming to the instrument cluster, so you get a virtual cockpit design. It is an 8-inch unit, and you get a couple of layouts that you can cycle through using the button on the steering wheel based on your preference. Volkswagen has added a rear AC vent where you do not have any control of the airflow or even the temperature, but you get to charge your devices with two USB Type-C ports that is present below the rear AC vent. Now, speaking about the other features on the front of the car, you get a fully digital panel for the climate control function. Now, the only nitpick is I will have to slide my hand without any feedback from the system while adjusting the temperature. This could be a little bit tricky when you're driving and adjusting the temperature for the climate control. And you get a race center console with a gear lever, and right beside it you get a auto start stop feature. And also, to top it off, you can see the roof line actually slopes down, but still you have a lot of headroom. With the way I'm sitting, I can also recline and make it a little better, and still you have a lot of headroom here. If you move a little back, you get two cup holders, and you get a lot of storage space as such. On the door pockets, it can easily hold a 1 liter bottle and other knickknacks, and also you get a center console which can hold a phone and also your wallet and a lot of other stuff. It's pretty deep and it's pretty usable as well. So now we are in the driving seat of the Volkswagen Virtus, and let me tell you how this car drives. Starting with the engine, now the Volkswagen Virtus is offered in the same two engine options and the gearbox options that are there on its SUV sibling, that's the Volkswagen Tiguan. And also the Skoda Slavia and Kushaq also features the same powertrain combinations that the Volkswagen offers on the Virtus. Now it's the two turbo petrol engine options, that's the 1 liter and the 1.5 liter, that are offered on this car. Both engines are offered with 6-speed manual as a standard, and you can choose an automatic, a 6-speed automatic on the 1 liter turbo petrol engine, and a 7-speed DSG that we are driving today on the 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine. Now, speaking of the performance of the engine, let me give you some figures for both the engines. Starting with the 1 liter engine, it produces 113 bhp and 175 newton meters of torque. Coming to the 1.5 liter, it produces 150 bhp and 250 newton meters of torque. Both engines have ample amount of torque to provide performance. However, the 1 liter engine is a little more fuel efficient and produces less power compared to the 1.5 liter what we are driving now. However, 1.5 liter compensates for that fuel efficiency with active cylinder deactivation, where it shuts off 2 cylinders out of the 4 to provide a fuel efficient at lower speeds or at idle. In one word, it's absolutely brilliant, especially this 1.5. The gearbox has been mated to the engine very well. And coming to the modes, in this DSG gearbox, you have the normal mode, that's the D, and also you have a S where you can shift it by just pushing the gear lever, and you'll be slotted into the sport mode. When you do that, in the sport mode, the gears are held for higher RPM to give you a performance when you need. In the D mode, it goes through the gears very quickly to give a fuel efficient driving. And if you're still not happy with the sport mode, you can always shift it to manual and shift the gears manually using paddle shifters or the gear lever here. Now, coming to the suspension of the car, it is slightly softly sprung, what I can say. When you're driving the car at lower speeds, the potholes and the bumps will be dealt gracefully. However, if you go above triple digit speeds and hit those potholes or bumps, it'll send you a thud inside the cabin, especially for the rear passengers. And now, coming to the steering, the response is quite good. At low speeds, it is weighted very less and you can maneuver around the city very easily. However, at triple digit speeds, it weighs up and gives you that confidence to push the car around the corners and also on straight lanes. Coming to the safety features of this car, Volkswagen have provided over 60 active and passive safety features. The top of the line model comes with 6 airbags, hill hold assist, and you also get a lot of other features. You get a rear parking camera, hill hold assist, and also electronic stability control with ABS and EBD functions. So to conclude, Volkswagen Virtus offers spirited performance and also innovative technologies to make your driving that much more comfortable and cater to the sedan buyers in the Indian market. This was our take on the new Volkswagen Virtus. Now, this car, according to us, caters to both buyers who are looking for an efficient sedan and also an enthusiast who is looking for a very fast sedan with its 2 turbo petrol engine options and several gearbox options. What did you think about this car? Mention them in the comments below. Like and share this video, and do subscribe to DriveSpark if you haven't done it already. This is Bharadwaj signing off. Stay safe and drive safe.